Prophetic word comes out from Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 12. Even as the man of God was in this pulpit yesterday, he gave so many scriptures, and this one that he shared just meant so much sense to me personally. And this morning when I asked the Lord, what do I share for the prophetic word? He said, share the same word that you heard yesterday. So I'm going to just share the same word I heard yesterday. Isaiah 58 and verse 12. Those from among you shall build the old waste places, and you shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in. There's one thing I personally don't like to do is to just repair things, fix things. Even though a mechanical engineer by profession, I just don't like to fix things. But then God is calling us to do something that probably we don't really want to do. Repairing, really? Yes. Restoring, okay. I thought, God, you are the one who will restore the years that the locust have eaten. Is it not? Yes, that's right. But God wants us to be his hands to restore what? Restore what? Restore the streets. Say streets. To dwell in. Even as I was just watching the news in Southern California, how many watched some of the footage of the wildfires? Did you watch? Yes, I see so many hands. It just looks like a movie scene to me, and I see those streets, and there are places that has burnt down so much that we don't see anything more than ashes. And God is saying, if you live in California, God says that you are the one that will build these old waste places. Maybe the generation that will be born will see only that place as a waste place. Waste place. Oh, those are streets that are all waste place. But there was a time people were living. It was their dwelling place at one time. And God is calling the saints of God, the church of God, to build the old waste places. And God is giving us a name, even in this new year. You shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in. So let that be our title today. God, I am that repairer. God, I am that restorer. Can we say that? God, I will be that repairer. I will be that restorer. What does that mean? That will mean that you will be praying. You will be serving. And you will be mindful of the spiritual need. And God is saying that he's looking for his people, his saints, the ecclesia, the called out ones are the ones who can repair that breach that you see around you. You are the one that can restore the streets in which you dwell in. You are the one that's responsible for that street that you live in. In your address, if you just say, let's say, if you are saying Branham Lane East, then you are responsible for that street, Sister Shobha. Give a hand to Sister Shobha. She's the first member of the Blessing Church. Yeah. And Pastor and I had the privilege of giving her water baptism. She's from Andhra Pradesh, a beautiful woman of God who loves us so much. Thank you for joining us here in the Blessing.